I'm Amanda Davis, and welcome to Monza and another edition of Inside F1.
Jessica, we knew you were in good form in the run-up to the European Championships, but you've got to be pleased with the manner of your gold medal, haven't you?
Oh, Mark, this has just been voted the greatest Premier League season of all time, and it is going right down to the closing minutes, the closing seconds.
The heavies are already on the door. This is where the stars will be walking. We're going to be hoping to get them in here.
It's amazing the places that Mr. Eddie Jordan can get you into.
We are lucky enough to have the iconic Jules Rimet trophy in the studio. How big a problem do you think racism is in football on the pitch? Please do get in touch.
The best ever, Rafael Nadal presents his case on the clay with another French Open crown. It's a record-breaking victory in Paris for Nadal over the world #1. The title tilt is just getting underway for England and France at Euro 2012. And after 7 winners in 7 races, has Formula One become too fickle? Hi, thanks for joining us. Welcome along to the World Sport with me, Amanda Davis.
Well, we've just got people now to all the current teams to sign up to 2020, and then I hope another 10 years after that, and then forever.
So is that you saying that the Concord Agreement has been signed? Everybody's agreed?
Everybody's agreed with it.
Including Mercedes?
You'll have to wait to see if Mercedes have.
Chelsea, I guess, out for a bit of revenge over Barcelona tonight, Amanda.
Yeah, they are, Alex. We're often accused in the sports media, aren't we, of overhyping a match, but this one is certainly pretty exciting. The mood here really is building already. Plenty of very excited Barcelona fans, but Chelsea, of course, looking for revenge for the last time they met, which was back in 2009 at this stage. Chelsea feeling very hard done by for some refereeing decisions on that night, and then, of course, the late Andres Iniesta goal, which put Barcelona through to the final in Rome at Chelsea's expense.
Here's the other sport with Amanda.
Yeah, so it's quite a controversial one, that ticket story this morning. A lot of people saying it's only the people who are rich enough or reckless enough to put their houses on the line who've actually been rewarded with some tickets and applied for lots of tickets, because so many people have applied, and people saying up until yesterday they'd heard of nobody who'd had any money taken out at all. So it'll be very interesting.
We've got some happy customers.
Some.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anybody really who's got everything they applied for. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens next. But we've got to talk about this man behind us, Andy Murray, because you've got to hand it to him. He likes to do things the hard way. He goes 2 sets down. He's on crutches. He described himself yesterday as a walking medical cabinet because he was on so many painkillers during yesterday's match at the French Open. But the good news is that he's through. He's into the quarterfinals for the 2nd time, and he continues his quest against the unseeded Argentine Juan Ignacio Chela later today. The American businessman Stan Kroenke is poised to launch a takeover of Arsenal after agreeing deals to buy the shares of 2 club directors. It's understood the purchase, worth around £225 million, will take his holding to 62% of the Premier League club, so he must now make an offer for all of the remaining shares.
Not all the other players, though, are such household names, and our correspondent Amanda Davis is at Wimbledon for us now. Yes, there are some new names for us this afternoon, Amanda.
Yes, they are, Kate. Thanks very much. I don't think it's being too disrespectful to say it's more of a who is who rather than a who's who of ladies tennis here on semi-finals day today. The first match is underway on centre court. It's the Russian number 21 seed Vera Zvonareva up against Svetlana Pironkova of Bulgaria.
It is one of the most glorious sights in any sport.
It is, Mike. Yeah, this one's a really tough gig, I can tell you. Welcome to the European playground of the rich and the famous. It's glitz, it's glamour, it's fast cars, it is very big boats. It is Inside F1, live from Monaco. I'm pleased to say we've been invited into the Red Bull motorhome and joined by the team principal, Christian Horner, and the BBC's very own Eddie Jordan. Christian, we've got to start with a story that a lot's been said about, a lot's been written about this week. Let's get it out the way. Lewis Hamilton
What's the chance of him being a Red Bull driver next season? And as the title race really hots up, we've moved to one of the most historic and emotive races on the calendar, the Italian Grand Prix. Well, I'm pleased to say joining me tonight are the McLaren team principal Martin Whitmarsh and the BBC's very own Eddie Jordan. Eddie, what makes this race so special? How much worse is it to be beaten by a teammate than a rival from another team?
I'm sorry you asked me that question when I'm standing here next to my previous teammate. It's horrible. I mean, quite honestly, nobody wants to be beaten by their teammate.
Hello, welcome to Sports World Have Your Say with me, Amanda Davies. Well, the English Premier League, where teams aren't backward about coming forwards. I'm pleased to say I've got Jason Roberts with me in the studio waiting to talk to you this week. Charlotte has given us a call on Skype. She is a Blackburn fan and Rob is a Chelsea fan who joins us from Cape Town. Let's say hello to Randy, a Chelsea fan who joins us on the phone. How worried are you about how many goals Chelsea have been conceding, Randy? Away from football, and the Texas Rangers head into Game 5 of the World Series on Monday, all square with the St. Louis Cardinals after a 4-0 victory on Sunday. It was a result that ties the Fall Classic at 2 apiece in the best-of-7 series. But that's it from me and the team for now. For this edition of Inside F1, I'll be back at 7:45 tomorrow on the news channel with all the reaction, news and views from a big day of qualifying. I hope to see you then. Goodbye.